Oh my gosh. Are you able to video edit my unibrow out? Hi guys, my name is Kaitlynn. I am here at VIP Plastic Surgery today. So I am the modern day social media influencer. I work with multiple brands, represent them on social media. I work with Bang Energy, Fashion Nova, Manscaped, super fun stuff. What we're going to get done today is underneath my eyes. I have a little bit of like some poofy veinage under here. So what he's gonna do is get rid of that for me. Basically what happened was I went to a different place to get under eye filler and they ended up hitting a vein underneath my eye and it just really created there to be like this puffy vein that I never really used to notice before. So now that I started to notice it, really bothers me. Talked to Chris about it, so now I'm here and he's gonna help me fix that. So I'm very excited. Most people can't notice it. Like if I were to say it to them, they say that they can't see anything. However, when I don't have my makeup on, it's all I can notice in the mirror at this point. So I'm really hoping to get rid of that. We all have our little thing that we notice about ourselves that we don't really like. So definitely want to get that fixed and feel like myself again. So basically why I went to this other place too is because they reached out to me, saw that I had a high Instagram following and offered me some services for free. So I thought, what the heck, why not? The experience from the get-go, right when I walked in there, should have known it really wasn't the best idea. However, I went through with it. One thing to learn from is that stick to a place that works for you and don't always go for things that are free because you'll end up with poofy veins underneath your eyes that you need to get fixed. So I actually found out about Dr. K when I wanted to get my breasts done. I got my breast aug from him about 4 years ago, and ever since then I just really trusted him and his team. He's done Botox for me, filler for me, lip injections for me. So I really trust him to be able to take care of this for me, and he'll be who I stick with for the rest of my life. I have cover up on right now, so you can't really, not cover up, but concealer, because I didn't know if you wanted me to wear some or not.
Can I take it off, or
yes.
Do you want to laser the veins? Is that what you want to do?
Well, okay, so remember we were talking, there's like right here. I know you could notice it when I went like this last time. You were like, oh, okay, I see them. We can totally take off the makeup too. But there's just these veins like right here. Right here. And you were saying something about like removing old filler to make it so this doesn't stick up anymore, but I don't know.
It's a little bit puffy in there. I mean,
it's just these veins that stick out right here.
All right, let's take a little bit of that concealer off and see what it looks like, okay?
Yeah, you'll be able to see.
You got one nice vein right here. And you got a little bit of filler that's kind of sitting a little too superficial there. We could zap one of these veins over here. I would zap that, and maybe one on this side as well.
Yeah.
And then, how long are you in town for?
I leave on Friday.
Okay. So we can do the laser, and then we'll have you come back.
Okay.
We'll do a little hyaluronidase, melt out what's there, then have you come back, and we'll do a little filler.
Okay. Is it gonna like completely take out like all the filler and stuff?
We're gonna put very little
to
melt it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Whatever you think would work, because I just want to get rid of like, here, let me look at myself so I can maybe see. It's like, I don't know if you want to look at me from like this angle, but like these right here.
The bumps, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just a little full in there. So we'll put a little bit of hyaluronidase. Okay, we'll get that to go down. Okay. And then laser, and then a little bit of Morpheus, maybe to tighten that area. Let me see what it looks like once the filler is gone. Okay. Okay, and then.
Because I just know that ever since she she did the fillers in here like forever ago, it created almost this like
puffiness.
Yeah, but like only right here. Yeah. That made it like because I like have always loved filler right here because it like fills you out, but like with this it's like just like this weird bump that I notice in photos all the time, like too, like even like modeling photos and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just a little too much filler in the wrong spot. Okay. And so a little bit of hyaluronic, and you know this stuff can last for years.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Especially in the tear trough. It could be there for 2 or 3 years, so it's possible it's the same filler from 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. And then, all right, hyaluronidase is really simple. It's a little enzyme, put it in, it melts it out, goes down. Okay. Then we'll see you back, we'll take a look at it again. Okay. And then we can kind of figure out, you know, what we're gonna do with the veins, the skin, and the volume in that area.
Okay, so today we're just getting rid of filler.
Yeah, I think today
are we zapping veins?
I think it's better to get the filler out of the way because then it'll make the laser a little bit more effective. Okay. Because you got filler around these veins and stuff like that, so I think it's better get the filler out, zap it with the laser. Okay. Put a little filler behind it, deeper, to kind of make the area better. Okay. Okay, and then maybe do a little tightening.
Boobs done, or did you have your lips done? And I was like, yeah, girl. And they're like, well, I wasn't sure because they look so good. They look like you're natural. And I'm like, I don't know, it's my dude. Here's his contact information.
You look good. You look good for sure.
My friend Jessa, she told me she came in here and got her breast thing done.
Perfect.
To see, she was super excited about it.
Yeah, we did 3D imaging just to kind of show people what it can look like.
Yeah.
We got a little bit over here. A few moments later.
SpongeBob.
You gotta put the SpongeBob thing in. A few moments later.
A few moments later.
Oh shit, I hate this.
Just for added precaution. Get you nice and numb here. Okay. Close your eyes for me. I'm just gonna wipe some alcohol down here. Keep them closed. Tiny 33 gauge Japanese needle, smallest we can get, so it's not painful. Okay, look up for me a little bit. Good. Little pinch. You'll start to see that enzyme go to work right away. And sometimes I just massage it a little bit, just to kind of move it around. And really, I think the problem was that they put it above the orbital septal area there and not on the bone. And that area is just too delicate to put gel in. You can see it's already gone down. And that was only about 0.2 cc's of hyaluronidase. Very powerful stuff. It's gone. Now it'll puff up a little bit tonight. We'll do the other side in a minute. A tiny bit over here. And just a little bit more right here, okay?
You're blocking with your finger.
Okay. I've had patients with like this hyaluronic acid in this area for 5-6 years, and they say, well, there's no way it could still be there. It certainly can. In this area, there's not a lot of motion, so it's not subjected to a lot of mechanical breakdown. And for some reason, the lymphatics don't really drain too much over here. They don't really make a whole lot of hyaluronidase naturally in this area, and it just stays. But it looks and feels a lot better already. Okay. A little bit of a tear trough, but that's because that filler was filling it in the wrong spot, and we'll correct this tomorrow. All right, let's do the other side. We can see that area. It's right around here. Okay, so we're just gonna go in right into that area. A little bit of pressure on the plunger as we go along. Right into that bluish area that's superficial. And just layer that in just very so slightly. Okay, that's it. And then we'll just massage a little bit. Already it's going down. And you can see the bluishness already going away too. That's a good sign as well. So now we've done that, you can see the typical little vein that sits below in this area. It's a little bit more visible. We may laser that tomorrow. We'll take a look at it. May not need it once this goes down, because sometimes just that bluish Tyndall effect will enhance the color of the vein and kind of become one mass. That looks a lot better. I think we just need a tiny bit more. Once the swelling goes down, we'll take a look at it in 24 hours and see. And I'm just gonna have you ice a little bit tonight, on and off. I'll give you some ice packs. You know, dab it a little bit for about a minute or two every hour or so. Okay.
I'm honestly so excited for this.
It's been bothering you for a while, yeah?
It's been bothering me for, yeah, quite some time. And then finally I was like, I'm just gonna ask him about it because I'm sure, because I was actually told by somebody that you can't fix that. And yeah, and so when I came in, I wanted to ask you.
A little bit more I want to get rid of. So yeah, I mean, people say that you can't fix this, which is not true. You could certainly fix this, make it a lot better. In fact, you know, we see a lot of this. It's easy to inject, but it's not easy to inject well. And we see a lot of injectables that are done just without a whole lot of training, just kind of looking at the manual basically and kind of trying to figure this out. But when you operate in these areas, you know that there's very distinct layers. You know, there's the skin, there's the deep dermis, there's the orbicularis muscle, there's the subcutaneous fat, and then you have a layer of septum, then you have the bony layer, and all these things matter and they contribute to the way the eye looks. And it's not something that you're going to really appreciate unless you've operated in this area on a regular basis. You've seen the anatomy directly and up close, and you know where everything is. And I think that's what makes the difference between, you know, people who operate and inject it in their clinic and people who don't have that regular experience of being in the anatomy, being underneath the skin and kind of seeing where all the compartments are. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't be a good injector without, you know, doing this, but just think about it. You know, the person who's injecting you, if they've been in that area, treated that area, surgically been in that area, they have such a better understanding of what lies beneath the surface than somebody who's never taken that dive. So let that sit for 24 hours and I'll see you back in the office tomorrow. Take a little ice pack and just blot it right now, okay?
Okay. What time do you want to do tomorrow?
5 o'clock.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll go from there.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you.
It'll pop up tonight though, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So don't freak out. It's gonna look worse tonight and then tomorrow it'll go down.
Okay, cool.
All right?
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow. If there are any issues, let me know.
Thank you.
Cool.
Can you bring the chair down?
It's gonna be life-changing. So we just finished up. He injected a little some in here. We're gonna get the poofiness to go down. Right now I'm still a little bit numb, so forgive me, it's a little bit hard to talk. But there's gonna be a little bit of poofiness over the night, but I'm coming back tomorrow. We're gonna check it out, see how it goes, see if I need to get some veins lasered right here, but I am so excited.
1 week later.
So a few weeks ago is when I was in. I've been meaning to come back in, but because of work and scheduling conflicts, I wasn't able to come in as soon as I would have liked. However, we are here today and we are going to re-put the filler in underneath my eyes to create that beautiful, natural, VIP plastic surgery look that we all know and love. It's gonna be really great. I'm excited.
Yeah, the filler's mostly, I don't feel anything left here. This part right here, I would probably put a little hyaluronidase right here.
But like, is this normal? Like, is that my vein?
Well, this is your muscle underneath, okay?
That's what I want to know.
The color is your muscle, okay? And you're very fair-skinned.
Because I can't tell like this. I used to be able to look like at my face like this and be like, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you look though, your skin is very fair, right? Mm-hmm. You're very pale in this area. And the skin under the eyes is only 7 cell layers thick, right? Mm-hmm. So what you're seeing through that is actually the muscle. There's a circular muscle called the orbicularis, and that's what you're seeing right through the skin. And so you know, I think the problem is a lot of people try to fill that thinking that that's an indentation, and that's just, you know, being very, very fair skinned. Now, if you really wanted to camouflage that, you put a little bit of fat in there, but I think that's a drastic sort of thing to do, especially for somebody like yourself.
Can I ask you a question about filler in the future?
Sure.
Would I look like unnatural if I put like more like right here? Not like under my eyes, but like right here. So it like kind of filled this out a little. I
like this area filled right here through here, and I think if you start in the area, not in the under eye area, but in the cheek area.
So it'll kind of like go like more like that?
Yes. We could do that today. You want to do a filler like that today, we could do that.
We can?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wanna do that?
I'll do a little of that.
Yeah, I'll put
just because like I've been like wondering, I hate to be like that dramatic 27-year-old that's like, oh, I want to be like this. You know, I want to look natural. I just always wondered.
We don't want to give you pillow face, okay? We don't want to give you
pillow face.
Like when your face is so filled, it has no natural contours to it. Mm-hmm. You look like super like kind of fake and alien and bloated. We want to. You have a natural beauty. If you overdo it, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is just kind of.
I don't want to do that.
It's like we want to put a little shine on the apple. That's it. There's nothing more than that.
Oh my gosh. Are you able to video edit my unibrow out?
Sure. I'll make it like nice and dark and like, you know, so make sure it connects all the way.
No. All right, guys, so we have a little bit a change of plans. We're actually not gonna do filler under my eyes anymore because we wanna keep more of the natural look, and I'm looking perfect right now, which is Dr. K's advice. But we are going to put a little bit of filler right here in the cheek area, which will kind of give me more of a round, you know, that little cheek. So yeah, we're gonna do that instead of putting any more filler in the under eye. I have crazy expressions all the time, so I gotta get some Botox in there.
So we got Kaitlynn Anderson visiting us today. She's one of my OG patients. Seriously, like from like the beginning, right? And so I've seen her rise up, become an Instagram celeb, become a real star. No, seriously, it's been amazing to watch you kind of grow and be there alongside with you. And today we're just doing a little bit of maintenance work. Yeah, snaps and claps all around, right? But, you know, one of the things, because Kaitlynn's modeling, and it's really important, I think, there's certain things that make sense in terms of maintenance. And one of them is Botox. Raise your brows, Kaitlynn. Kaitlyn's very expressive. If you follow her on Instagram, she's got a great Instagram story that she's always putting stuff in. She's as animated as she is right here. And so what the thing is that, you know, wrinkles, okay, I get it. You want to look natural, but you also don't want to have a brow lift at age 30. And you don't want to have to do, you know, eyelid surgery. And so by injecting around the crow's feet, injecting in the frontalis muscle, which raises the brow, and injecting the corrugator muscles, which corrugate, like corrugated cardboard, the forehead here, we prevent a lot of lines and a lot of aging things that occur through a person's 30s. So starting in your 20s is not something that's absurd. I mean, I think especially because Kaitlyn's fair skin, you know, she has a tendency to be a little bit more susceptible to sun damage and premature aging being in the Las Vegas area. She is moving to LA, so she'll get a little bit more cloud cover with the morning fog over there and the smog, and that in some way will be protective, but we want to do Botox. The other thing that we've done in the past, and I think is very important, is some sort of maintenance laser that's non-ablative, something like the Clear and Brilliant. I like that for patients like Kaitlynn 6 times a year, you know, once every 2 months or so, just to keep that tone in that skin and undo some of that aging process. So that's an easy lunchtime laser. Takes about 45 minutes to do. You're a little bit red for about half a day, and then you can go about your business, but it really does make a difference in your skin. And I'm not only a president, I'm the client too. I actually do Clear and Brilliant. It's one of the only things I actually do myself, and I do Botox as well. And so those are the two things that keep my wrinkles at bay, keep me looking good at 42. Yeah. The gray hair I can't hide. I'm not about dyeing it, but you know the thing is that
people love gray hair.
Yeah, salt and pepper. More salt now than pepper. But the thing is, that as you age, you want to be preventative and you want to maintain stuff because it's cheaper to paint the house than to buy a new one.
Yes.
All right.
Facts.
So we're gonna put a little bit of Botox in this area. We're gonna treat the corrugator muscles right here, the frontalis muscles here, and the orbicularis oculi muscles over on the side here that give you the crow's feet. Then we're gonna put a little tiny bit of filler here in the cheek just to give a little bit more roundness right in this area. Small, subtle, no pillow face, okay? So we'll get started. I'm just gonna kind of clean over the cheek area. Botox up here and a little bit of filler down there. So I'm just gonna grab some lidocaine with epinephrine here, okay? And I'm gonna give you 2 little pinches in the cheeks just to kind of make it numb. All right, I'll do one over here.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry. Okay. One right here. Sorry. Okay, that's it. We're gonna take a little bit of alcohol and re-wipe the forehead and the cheek area. And our Botox has been reconstituting as a 50-unit vial from Allergan. And you really should let this sit for about 10 minutes to reconstitute. And the use means that we took the 2 stickers off that and put in her chart. But I think one of the important things to note is if you're getting Botox done, in the state of Nevada, we have a limit, 50 units. I mean, you can do 100 units on a patient, but it's 1 patient, 1 vial. And one of the things that's important to know is that, you know, you're getting your whole 50 units. So we reconstituted this right in front of you, right? So everything that's in here, she's going to get. And I think, you know, some places, you know, they'll come in with a pre-filled syringe and you don't know how much is in that syringe. You just know that they're giving you something. But this is 50 units. She's getting 50 units. And so next time you get Botox, ask to see the vial, ask to see what's going on, and see them reconstituted in front of you. If it's a 50-unit vial, and you're getting 50 units, know that you're getting it. If it's a 100-unit vial, you're getting 100 units. Make them reconstitute in front of you. Have it sit for about 10 minutes, and then you know you're actually getting what you paid for. So just a little insider tip. And this is why, you know, people say our Botox lasts so long. Well, it actually lasts the way it's supposed to. It's just that we're giving you actually what you paid for. So I'm going to have you get angry for a second. There it is. So what you see here is the corrugator muscles, and they run from here to here. And interestingly enough, they almost always run to the point where the eyebrow breaks. So if you're an injector and you're not sure how far out to go, get angry again. You can see the tail of this muscle goes here, and then the brow goes down. I have, in every single patient, and I've done thousands of injectables for Botox in my career, it is the same in every patient. So the corrugator runs from the middle part here to the area where the brow breaks. And then there's another muscle in here called the procerus, which varies in patients get angry. And you can see a little bit of activation there. In some patients, it's really strong. It pulls the brow down. So you want to inject that area as well. Let me grab a little bit of that alcohol.
Oh, yes, that's perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
Just a little bit going up that way, a little bit in here, just for a little bit of roundness, a little angularity. Yeah, you look great. I mean, really, all this is just putting a little bit of polish on the apple.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, just tiny things for somebody like yourself are important. Because, you know, I am really opposed to overdoing fillers in the face. I think it's easy to do fillers. It's easy for people to go to people who do fillers.
Yeah.
But knowing when to say when and where to stop with fillers is really an art form.
Yes.
It takes a lot of experience.
And a lot of professionals in your shoes don't really tell people these days, and you always do. You
I put the brakes
real.
on. Yeah.
You
because,
keep it real.
Well, because
and that's what I like.
Well, the thing is like you're out there, and I always felt that you do good work and you don't overdo things and try to be greedy and sell 2 more syringes. I mean, there's no benefit to maybe like pushing syringes for no reason where it doesn't belong, because you know what happens is that when you go out there and look amazing, like, and you trust me, it automatically makes people say, well, who do you go to? Yeah. And you know, it kind of creates a good sort of vibe, and it's a good karma. And people say, well, I want to look like her. And it's like, why do you want to look like her? Well, she's not overdone looking. She looks natural. She looks good. And that's the hallmark of what we do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
You look awesome.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. Time for the holidays coming up. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah,
and anything
you
that
too.
you celebrate. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
We'll see you guys.